This model review is of the Chinook. It's the ACH-47. It's in 1/48 scale. It's by Italeri, and some nice box art. It shows us the length. It's 33 centimeters, and it shows us the two different options here. One from Vietnam, one from Aberdeen. And let's have a look inside. It's a very large box. So let's open these up. Looks like this is going to be a large model. First of all, we look at our glass here, and as you can see, it's fairly well molded. We do have even some rivet lines on there, and then the side glass. This is a fairly large model. This is trying to come off here. So looking at this fuselage, these actually are very well molded. These are mostly recessed panel lines with a lot of surface detail. This is typical what I'd expect from an Italeri kit. Very well molded and no real detail on the inside, so we'll have a look to see what other parts there are. Here's the other side of the fuselage, parts of the nose. Here's our tail, and then our parts of the rotor assembly. Looks like the underside of the main fuselage. Some other parts here. Here are our main rotors with some level of detail on here. It looks quite nice actually. And we have our machine guns. Some other parts here. Looks like our pilot's chairs. And we have some two loose parts here. Two smaller sprues. Let's have a look at those. So on this one, it looks like these are duplicates. So you have two of each. We have some wheels with some nice detail, part of the main rotor assembly, and some looks like some rocket pods, machine guns, and the same for the other side. Here's the last one. So this has a lot of detail, and it's very impressive actually. It's very well molded. This is going to be a large kit. This looks like the floor of the cargo bay, and it has these little areas where you could secure equipment. The engine covers, and our cargo bay door. Here's the back of the cockpits. Some overhead panels. This is the roof. On the inside, it has a lot of detail, and one of the formers for the fuselage also has a lot of detail. And here is the inside for the fuselage. It has a lot of detail, and you can add some if you want to for additional lines and tubes. The other side is the same. So that is very impressive, very well molded. Let's have a look at our decals here. And these are also very nicely printed, a lot of details. We've got instrument panels there. And let's have a look at our instructions. So we have our parts listing, as well as our colors. The other parts listed. We start off with the fuselage formers, as well as the back of the cockpit, and then our cockpit gets put together along with our cargo area. We have some seating area in the cargo bay. Putting together the rest of the inside of that. Again, the inside for the cargo bay. And then putting the fuselage together. And gluing that with the insides, the inside detail, putting the engines on as well as the front of the cockpit and windshield. Here's the other engine going on. Now we put together the underside of the cargo bay as well as the ramp and wheels going on. And then the front nose with the guns, the side ammunition, side armament on both sides. Front of the nose going, sorry, the back front of the tail going on there. Looks like you can have it open or closed. And then the tail gun, and then the main rotors. Looks like we have a lot of extra little details going on there. Some of the decal placement, and then decal painting guide for the Vietnam version. And then we have from Aberdeen. And another one from Vietnam. So that looks like a lot of detail, very well made model kit, and that'll be a great one to build.